Welcome to this week's Miraculous Reddit video. Before we get into it, I always have a rant, but this isn't Miraculous related, surprisingly. Why did they remove Reddit members off of this side of the screen? And it's not even, like, we do not have 47,000 members, because if you go back, like, maybe a month, there would have been more than 47,000 members. And just to prove it's not members, over here on the Jack Sucks at Life Reddit, 21k visitors per week. What's the purpose of this button even anymore, Reddit? Who thought that was a good idea? What's even the point of it anyway? Top posts of the week. Anyone else notice this? A big green flag for me is seeing him indulge in quite peaceful classes, baking and gardening class, rather than mostly athletic classes, which was something he prided himself on, and an extension to that made him very cocky. Now all I'll say is that I don't care. Because I don't care for Kim. Get him off my screen. Next post. Smartest writing choice in the show. It doesn't matter how much time passes, but I'll never simply get over how the show's writers and Astruck gave us one of the most subtle and smartest implications of a character's beliefs and views. When you first watch the episode, you think Roland's dislike of combination of bread and rice was something dumb, and scratch it off as typical Miraculous BS. However, once you sit on it, you realize the man was being racist. Okay, it flies over your head, and once it hits, you just have to sit there and applaud the writing. Am I saying they tackled racism in the best way by forgiving his butt? No, but the way they went about telling the audience was so smart. I have to give credit where credit is due. Mixing bread and rice equals interracial marriage. Who would have thought? And if you caught it the first time, then this post isn't for you. But yeah, I wish they never forgave his butt. One of the most hated characters. Really? People hate him? Anyway. Crack an egg. You're so lonely. Oh yeah? How so? You get to be a girl. Oh, lucky, not. I'm an idiot. I'm confused too. Anyway, later. You know, I've always wondered what it would be I always wondered what it would be like to be a girl. Both of them? Hey! Hi, Marinette. How are you today? Well, I'm well, thanks. How about you? Yeah, I'm good. I was wondering, what do you think about... I can't read. It's fine. Oh, really? Would you prefer a different one? Yeah. I really like Meowth. Oh, is that supposed to say Pokemon, but it's... there. No. Meowth isn't a Pokemon. I'm kind of stupid. Gender equals... Gengar. Oh, and so cool. I'm confused. I think I just got brain rotted. They did my man dirty again. Oh, what do you mean? Adrian looks fine. I've gotten over it. When did you realize they were different animation studios? Was it obvious or hard to tell? So that's Dairy Queen. That's Symbiosis. That's Assemblage. And that's SAMG. Honestly, it is kind of hard to tell, not gonna lie. Also, for the people watching the video, DQ. I know that's DQ. I just wanted to troll. Okay? Let me rage bait in peace. If a conversation like this happened between these four, it will be so awkward. An abuser worshipped as a hero. How long should I lie to him? I am dying of guilt. I'm so happy to... I'm so happy, Marinette, that my father was a hero. Why did I allow Marinette to do this? I feel so guilty. I don't know. I can't. My brain's not working. I think I just need to end the video right here. One sometimes ignored aspect is how in determination Mary is mortified by the statue incident. I mean, all this does is make all the skits those Miraculous creators do about Marinette not or regretting the statue scene. It just makes it canon. It's officially canon that she's mortified by it. It's canon. I'm sorry. An eye-opening observation. Yet, Ladybug did make one of those. I don't even know how any of this relates to anything, but anyway. Wide eyes and shrunken eyes are a staple of animation, a pretty common occurrence in Miraculous as a universal sign of shock. Not every character has been shown with these eyes. The most likely explanation is that shrunken iris require additional rigging and animation that made assets more expensive, so this was generally reserved for important characters. One character that has never been shown with shrunken irises is Lila. While this wasn't likely intentional, it actually makes sense for her as she's been wearing color contacts for most of her screen time. So whatever function allows characters to shrink their natural irises won't work with contact lenses. I don't understand what most of that meant, but interesting. Which case of Gabriel getting the Miraculous was more frustrating? This one, because he's so stupid. This one, he actually won. This one, kinda stupid. Because he literally got defeated by Kate. How? And more of the fact you could have just acomatized someone else after you de-acomatized Chloe. Like, Ivan's dad is in Miraculous Ladybug is so tall it breaks cartoon logic. How many of you like that Chloe wasn't redeemed, like I do? I'll say this. I like that Chloe wasn't redeemed. So now when people ask why she didn't get her redemption, I can say, hey, they were trying to tell this story. And that story being, no matter what anyone did, she would never fully change. Why is this statue so sus? I feel like there's something really evil about it. Probably. I don't know. Especially because I think it was made out of the Alliance rings, right? The show itself criticizes Marinette far more than the fans do. Nope. Just anything long. I ain't reading all that. No. Just no. What has August his mom done to be honored as a pillar statue in the Wax Museum? What in the world? Is Zoe pansexual? I genuinely have no idea what pansexual means, so... But it's a post about Zoe, so I'm obviously going to click on it. I've heard people say she's pansexual, but when I read Wikipedia's about her, it says she's a lesbian just because she has a crush on Marinette, which is confusing to me. I might be wrong, but I think people are assuming she's pansexual because of the colors she wears, which are pansexual pride colors. Her hair is essentially the pan flag, but I don't think it's explicitly stated in the show. And the only crush of hers we know is Marinette, so the only thing we know about her orientation is that she likes girls. Yeah, only for now she's confirmed lesbian. But I love her either way. Anyway, what was your favorite case of a teacher getting akumatized? Do we count him as a teacher? He's the janitor. Do we count him as a teacher? Mr. Dodge on Court, I would more classify as a teacher than Milen's dad. And he's a principal, so get out. And you forgot Dark Owl. If you're gonna include Zombie Zoo and Miss Sans-Culottes, which actually, speaking of which, I did watch Collusion today. Just because. But how are we gonna show both of those times but only include Darker Owl? That's... Favorite clips from akumatized villains? Yeah. Ollie has been disconnected. I am waiting for me to stop stuttering. I'm Lady Wi-Fi. Newsflash, Ladybug. Let's find out who you really are. Did I do good? Did I do good? Hoaxer. Revelation. You want to know why Marinette is always absent and doesn't fulfill her duties as class representative? Another perfect opportunity to akumatize that stupid Lila. Transforms into Monarch. Because Monarch is really her. Save Paris, my followers. Catch Marinette. Formulation. Stop everything, dear followers. I can feel that one of you has removed their ring. Or rather, Ladybug and Cat Noir have attacked them and stolen it. Revelation. Ladybug and Cat Noir come from the planet Saturn and fart bubbles that destroy the ozone layer. They're hiding on a roof near City Hall. Save the planet, my followers. Catch them and bring me back their Miraculous. Catch Ladybug and Cat Noir. But cover your noses first. Wait, does it actually say that? I may have to rewatch Revelation. Revelation. Gabriel dressed as an alien who had... You know what? Just forget it. I would have loved to read all of those, but... forget it. Just forget it. Forget it. How did Monarch not notice Hoser? Hoaxer talking to Natalie. Can I say I love the red on Lila? Can I just say that real quick? I was about to say amazing. Yeah, can I just talk about how much I love the red on Lila? Anyway. Oh, they made the Eiffel Tower out of something. Alright. You know what? Just make me look bad. I just wanna... Yeah, let's... Yes, ask me a question and then edit it later to make me look bad. Let's just do this for a minute. What should be the age of consent? Wait, why is this on the Miraculous Reddit? Anyway, the age of consent should be 13, apparently. I'm 50-50 on this, I see both sides. Who's the sweetest and most kind-hearted character in Miraculous that always puts other before themselves? Chloe. Do you ship Marinette and Gabriel? Absolutely, 100%. If you could choose one Kwame to hang by the neck until dead, who would it be? Oh my. In the case of World War III, what should we nuke first? Paris. Number 1. Who should be the only Miraculous character to go to college/university and not in America? Number 2. Who would be the best at cheating on their significant other? 3. Who would be okay with being alone forever and throwing a party every time someone leaves his life? Okay. Who would murder someone when they go to jail they are convinced they did nothing wrong? And 5 is the best character in the show. Number 1's Luca. Okay. Number 2's Alia. Number 3 is Adrian. Number 4 is Marinette. I could actually see that in number 5's Luca. If you could kill off one character, who would it be? Someone you really despise. Luca. Nice. Who's the dumbest Miraculous character? Tiki. What's your opinion on Zoe? Her mother is nice, but she doesn't get much focus in my opinion. That's not even bad. That's okay, well maybe her mother's nice part is wrong, but the second part's true though. Like, she really doesn't get that much focus. Who's your favorite deceased? You and Hawkmoth's side? No, okay, they forgot to answer their question. Do you ship Adrian and Gabriel? Yes! Oh no! I know this is a trend, but this is a terrible idea. Which character do you think shouldn't get much screen time, like, at all? Angelica. Do you like where Chloe's redemption arc went? Yes. Do you mind if I slap you? No, not really. Which ship should never occur in MLB? H or no? Come on, man. And then finally, is Marina in love with both whoever that is from Jujutsu Kaisen and whoever that is from whatever that is? And apparently she is, so... amazing. Should we revisit this? Should we revisit this? Who should Master Fu eat? Honestly, Girlie's better with Luca. Okay, honestly, we may just have to go. Which character do you personally find the most sexy? Who do you ship with Marinette? Oh wait, yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, honestly, these aren't funny the second time. I don't even know why I came back to this. It's almost like the comedic effect wears off when you laugh so much at it the first time. Interesting. It's very, very interesting. Yeah, anyway, when you realize that Shadowmoth is the only persona of Gabriel to have never appeared in a special. That's true. Because between seasons 4 and 5, there wasn't a special. In season 3, I don't remember if, at least for me, season 4 hadn't started airing yet. So, but I don't know if that was the case for everyone. So, Shadowmoth wasn't in the Shanghai special because season 4 hadn't started airing yet. And then it was early Monarch for the Paris special. Yeah, that's actually interesting. Holy crap. Tell me your top 10 favorite episodes without including two-part episodes. Whatever happened to the Brazil and Africa specials? I don't know, but let's go right here. Oh, this is in honor of the 10-year run. Without including the two-part episodes is pretty difficult because I love season 2 and 4 finale. Fright Nagil, Party Crasher, Dark Cupid, Oblivion, Wishmaker, Passion, Truth, Stormy Weather, Sandboy, Desperado. Green, Soul Crusher, Queen, Banana. Actually, no. Climatic Queen. I'm just spewing out random episodes. I'm not putting any thought into this. I'm not putting any thought into this. I actually have no idea. Scrap the comments. Would you re-akumatize previous victims or always choose new ones? Maybe every once in a while I'd go back to old victims, but otherwise, yeah, I'd just probably choose new ones every time. Miracle Queen would have been the perfect episode to introduce the Miraculous cat. No. See, I don't think you're right there, because Master Fu's memory already got destroyed. And I understand you mean to destroy Gabriel's memory. But then, just like, it was useful for an episode. That episode being, Octogami. And it wasn't the best episode, but it was an episode. But yeah, no, I disagree with that, because, like, it really only erases one episode out of the entire series. As far as I'm aware, anyway. But I could be wrong. Could Mr. Banana be Adrian from the future? You know, I've seen a lot of people headcanon it, and I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, the Turning Grad reference is insane. What's your favorite special exclusive Akuma? See, I'm inclined to pick New York just because of just being in New York, but I don't know. Ollie and Nino are not great. Well, speaking of the New York special. Oh, wow. Now, before I start, I will say I understand the backlash towards Ollie by the fandom. Yeah. Okay, but just by reading this paragraph down here, we all can clearly tell Marinette had not moved on. Like, we can clearly tell. Literally at the beginning of the special, we could literally tell. So, I'd have to put it into ChatGPT and summarize it in a paragraph for me. Oh yeah, new episodes are coming. Oh, new episodes are coming! Oh my goodness, I completely forgot this wasn't in last week's video. It got announced during the middle of the week. The Dark Castle, I believe it is, airs on October 11th. So, that's amazing. And then we're 2 weeks away, as of recording anyway. It's more like a week and 3/4 as of recording, or as of posting. But as of recording, we're 2 weeks away from Mr. Agrest, and then give it another 2 weeks, we will be getting Dark Castle. That's if no one else airs it first. And then Sleeping Siren by Tofu, unless we get other episodes before then. And also, no matter what, I will watch the English version first. Even if tofu or TF1, whatever you want to call it, even if they release it on the 24th, 4 days early for their premium members, and it gets put on Miraculous.2, I am not watching it first in the French dub. I am going to make sure this is the episode that I wait the few days on and watch it in the English dub first. And obviously I'll still do it if it comes out in the English dub first, which it should as long as premium members don't get it first. If Monarch could still make sending monsters, what would he create for each alliance ring? It's a good question. If Marina and Adrian were both guardians, which wielders do you see them choosing? And we haven't seen Cat Noir be opposed to any of the holders, so... What if Marinette and Adrian decided to reveal their identities to Luca and Kagami? Well, first and foremost, Luca and Kagami already know Marinette's identity. And Marinette knows that they know. So, realistically, the question should be, what if Adrian decided to reveal his identity to Luca and Kagami, which Luca already knows that Adrian is Cat Noir. So the real question should be, what if Adrian decided to reveal his identity to Kagami? So make a new post and I'll react to it next week and then answer the question. Until then, nuh-uh. What if Faye became the new mage in Shanghai? What even is a mage? Let's talk about Zoe. We're talking about my queen? I'm always up for talking about my queen. Okay, normally I'd be up for it, but I don't think I can read for that long without zoning out. You know what, I'll give it a chance, and if I zone out, then after the video, I'll just do it. Opinions have been divided on Zoe Lee from her introduction. Plain and simple, the central reason for her introduction was to replace Chloe as the new Be Miraculous holder. From the very beginning, the show went out of its way to say Chloe bad, Zoe good. Zoe is Chloe's maternal half-sister, who is 1 year younger. This can only mean one thing. Mama had an external affair with Mr. Lee, obviously. This being a kids show means the full details will never be explored. I'm honestly surprised that Audrey and Chloe aren't more dismissive of Zoe, or that she was invited to the Diamonds Dance, considering that children born out of wedlock are generally looked down upon in their circle of the world. Her main struggles of introduction in Soul Crusher that led to her acclimatization of playing different roles and wanting to fit in are relatable and pretty unique for Miraculous. There are a few things that I think could have improved on initial reception. The show could have made it clear from the start that Chloe wasn't going to be redeemed. Otherwise, they could have stuck with Chloe's implied redemption arc, to which Zoe could have been brought in to help rather than circumvent. In either case, the New York special was a missed opportunity to at least hint at Zoe's existence. Being introduced as the first story arc was building up to wind down meant there wasn't much room to focus on Zoe. That is the one thing I will agree on about Zoe with anyone. The New York special was a missed opportunity. Zoe had an important role for the success of episode in season 4. Queen Banana, her established acting skills play an important part in a positive light and of course, she makes her debut as Vesperia, and Gabriel Gross is instrumental in helping Marinette infiltrate the party. Come season 5, Zoe has two major roles. First, she is chosen as a temporary replacement for Cat Noir as Kitty Noir in Kwame's Choice. This wasn't a universally loved development, but I really liked the dynamic Zoe had with Plague, and this two-parter hinted at an integral element to Zoe's next major role. Adoration ended up with Zoe's queer establishing moment and the reveal she had a crush on Marinette. Obviously, that ship was never going to sail, yet the episode handled the unrequited love in a surprisingly mature way that allowed both girls to grow and move forward. Curiously, Zoe's roles in Mr. Aggressed and Emotion mirror each other as she helps Marinette infiltrate an event run by Gabriel Aggressed. Zoe's last substantial role in Season 5 came in Collusion, which, as I've just mentioned in the video I watched earlier today, where she was the only person to vouch for the soon-to-be former Mayor Bourgeois in the light of the scandal. I have to say that I do find the relationship between Zoe and Andre quite endearing, and that the only member of the Bourgeois family Zoe isn't biologically related to is the one she's closest to, a demonstration that blood is not always thicker than water. Their emotionally connection, over holding on to dreams, forming a meaningful bond. I do have to agree with criticism that this aspect of Andre's redemption sends a horribly muddled message in how Andre effectively abandons his daughter, whom he's spoiled for most of her life, and is presented as poetic justice when he sends her away with Audrey. But this isn't Let's Talk About Andre, is it? Come Season 6, Zoe played an important role in Daddy Cop, where she was the only person who noticed Sabrina's sadness and vouched for her to come to movie night. The episode provided hints towards Sabrina becoming canon. I can really get behind this ship. If it ends up becoming the thing, I hate Miraculous. It would give Zoe a female love interest who loves her back and a pre-existing character that she has had a history with. It also avoids creating a whole new character specifically to be a love interest. Daddy Cop also ended with Zoe being confronted by Ray, a new character who is all but stated to be from Zoe's past in New York, who implies that she may not have been as innocent as she made it seem. What could Zoe have possibly done that she would still feel guilty? I'm intrigued. If Zoe's past is to come to light, I can see Sabrina being among the people who come to her defense, if not the rest of the girlfriends group initially. As they say, first impressions are important, and the circumstances of Zoe's introduction have cast its shadow she continues to face. With the new beginning the second story arc presents, Zoe can grow into a more interesting character. Guys, I did it! I read 5 paragraphs! 5 paragraphs, but it was probably close to it, and I did it! Just because it was about Zoe. I did it for Zoe, okay? Creativity challenge. I felt like posting something, so here it is. Just as the title says, let's be creative. Make your very own Miraculous Animal Power Tool. Here's one of mine. Parrotfish. Jewel. Lip ring. Tool. Spear. I just said tool twice. Jewel. Lip ring. Tool. Spear. Power. Title. Water manipulation. I am not creative, so we will skip this post. Some hypotheticals about Marinette and Adrian as co-guardians. No. I'm done. I'm done reading. Season 5, would you rather? Gabriel keeps the peacock / Argos becomes... no. Would you rather? Gabriel... Miraculous, would you rather? Would you rather Gabriel, keep the Peacock Miraculous in Season 5. Or Argo... I didn't read. Or Argos becomes Ladybug and Cat Noir's partner. Miraculous, would you rather? Nope. Miraculous, would you rather? Would you rather Gabriel keep the Peacock Miraculous in Season 5, or in Season 5, Argos become Ladybug and Cat Noir's partner? I did well. What if Mr. Ramier was comatized into Monsieur Rat in Mr. Pigeon 72? Well, then that wouldn't make sense, because then it's not Mr. Pigeon 72. Why do you put my favorite Miraculous with a question mark? That makes no sense. What? Yep, so it's the season, so, and we got a new Luca render, actually, so W. Other than Mr. Pigeon, which Gumas do you think would return frequently? I mean, considering that how Season 6 turns to crap. Season 5 AU, the Parisian government turns against Ladybug and Cat Noir. Wasn't that basically just... Cat got that raise. Everyone wants to become a superhero because of the powers. I did not mean to click on it. This mother trucker. Bro just flirts. For real though. Something I'm always gonna wonder. How would Adrian react when he finds out this is Zoe? And that's Shulika. I always wonder what Cat / Adrian's reaction will be. So is Vesperia. Assuming predictions about Season 4 were true, how would you include the Amazing. Sorry, I looked up to, nice. Oh, the game's there. Where's my little Dusu? You grabbed the fake. I'm sorry to tell you. There was another fake. You grabbed the fake one. How would Season 6 play out if both Marin and Adrian were keeping Gabriel's identity a secret? No idea, to be honest. New Earth Tricks Unify. Oh, that's actually amazing. Adrian and Desperada. Oh my goodness, that's a rabbit hole. It's an option / concept for my rewrite of the New York special. Paste. I'm not making this video an hour long. Though it would be interesting if I decided to make it an hour long. Alright. Bottom post that's interesting. What are the worst episodes of Miraculous and why? Stormy Weather 2. And this is because, not gonna lie, she probably should have gotten like a power upgrade or something. I feel like this episode was just an excuse to show off Chloe wasn't getting redeemed. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.